& Sons portfolio of wines, and we have Ryan Waltz with Don & Sons here with Rick. I wanted to welcome everybody. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'll try to speak real loud. I'll try to yell. So before I introduce Ryan, I did want to let everybody know on June 13th, please mark your calendars. We have Kevin Hall, the winemaker from Alexander Valley Vineyards. We are going to be at the Inverness Resort on the golf course patio, and it's on a Wednesday night, June 13th. And I'm going to present Ryan. He's going to talk about the wines from the Don & Sons portfolio. Some of them you've had, and then some of them he's going to talk about going forward. And each of the wines is paired with each food. And I know some of you were wanting to drink certain wines, but we're doing this in order. Ryan is the Regional Manager, and I'm going to let him talk about the wines.
Happy evening, everybody. How are you? I'm Ryan. I've poured for like 75% of you now. First rule, come back for seconds, please, on anything that you feel comfortable. Okay? Just want to throw that out there. So a lot of you guys are asking me questions. Where's your vineyard? Where's your home? Where's this and that? Okay, well, Don & Sons is a fourth-generation wine company out of Sonoma, California. They're brothers of the people that own the Sebastiani Vineyards proper, the acreage that's situated in and around the Sonoma and Napa area. We're a wine negociant, okay? So what we do is we source in and around really esoteric appellations and some popular appellations as well. When I say esoteric, I say Clarksburg, Sacramento River Delta, some areas in Chile, some areas in Italy. You know, we're worldwide. We do bottle all juice and label all juice under one roof, and then we send it to wonderful people like our distributor Rachel, who's my sidekick tonight. So everybody say hi to Rachel.
Hi, Rachel!
I'll just give you a general synopsis of what's going on with our portfolio. We actually are a very well-rounded portfolio. We play in the magical price ranges of $9 and $20, right? Very affordable. We don't want to scare anybody away with price. And our wines are meant to be drank today. They're great food wines, as you can attest, but do you need food with them? Absolutely not. They're very, very social. Crack a bottle and feel free to just, you know, get after it with a friend without any food. So the first wine that you guys had today is the Farmer's Market Sauvignon Blanc. This just came into the market about 2 months ago, and if you want Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, you want to get it from Marlborough, so we're sourcing it from the right place. Kim Crawford, you may have heard of that, #1 imported New Zealand wine in the world. It's a he, for those of you that don't. Kim is not a woman. I guess Kim's a very popular name for a man in New Zealand. But he has a hand in this with our executive winemaker, Nick Goldschmidt. This is a fully biodynamic, sustainable vineyard, right? They don't use any herbicides, pesticides, nothing like that. They plant and harvest in accordance to the moon, the sun, the stars, fully biodynamic. It's a really, really great way to orchestrate viticulture these days. So screw cap, fresh every time. It's just a little less astringent than, say, your ordinary New Zealand. You still have that grapefruit element intact, more well-rounded with your tangy citrus, and you got a lemongrass component too. A little bit of dirt behind it. You can taste the terroir, okay? So that's wine #1. As we move into wine #2, we get into something a little more robust, your essential Napa Chardonnay, right? This is sourced up and down in the Stag's Leap district of Napa. We also source some wine in Carneros, which is that Burgundian style, that really rich Chardonnay with a bit of minerality. So we use 50% new oak, 50% old oak, and only half malolactic fermentation. I know it's kind of a techie term, but really I have to throw that out there for the people that are asking those types of questions. And you have a rich and creamy Napa Chardonnay here, kind of like a Sonoma-Cutrer, because the winemaker from Sonoma-Cutrer is now on our team, and she does this for us. So very high-level Chard, guys, without sacrificing any of the fruit. And it's barrel fermented. We put it in small French barriques, so more of the wine is exposed to more of the oak. So you get that really nice vanilla and cardamom and some baking spice in there, okay? Moving on to wine #2. Holy crap, it's pink. Oh my God, who put the pink wine on the table? Do not be alarmed. This is a delicious red wine, not to be confused with some of the blushes and the white Zinfandels of the 1970s that come in big fat jugs that nobody wants to drink. This is a rosé of Pinot Noir, very sophisticated rosé, okay? This is kind of an off-dry component. It's going to go great with that short rib. The reason it goes great with short rib tends to have just a little bit of gristle on it, right? Well, what goes great with gristle? A high acid wine. This is a really racy, high acid wine. It's going to cut right through that gristle. But you know, some of you guys may ask, how do you get a pink? Well, we take Pinot Noir grapes, dark on the outside, clear on the inside, right? And we punch down just like any other red grape, but only after 2 or 3 days we get the skins the heck out of there, because the skins are what gives the wine the color. So in a Cabernet, you might be on the skins for 3 weeks. That's why it gets that rich, dark color. This is only 2 to 3 days. Get the skins out of there. Let's keep the fruit forwardness. You got a nice strawberry, some concentrated tangerine on here, and once again, delicious with the short rib. Moving on to Project Paso now. This is Redville. We have 3 reds coming your way, none of which you've had, so I'll explain them all right now. Project Paso, in 10 years, this may be as big as Sonoma and Napa Valley. That's what all the wine trade rags are saying. It's a great, great place to source wine. It's very, very hot and has one of the greatest diurnal swings in the country. That means temperature swings from morning to night, okay? Which encapsulates all the sugars and makes it a very fruit-forward wine line. This is technically a Rhone blend. There's 8 different varietals that go into this, alrighty? I'm going to quiz you later. Grenache, Mourvedre, Lagrind, Zinfandel, Sangiovese, Tempranillo, Barbera, Petit Syrah. All in one bottle. It's ragu, it's in there. It's very social. If you want a nice summer blend and you don't want to get blown over by a Bordeaux with big acid and big tannins, this is it. Finishes nicely, fruit forward, great baking spice once again. Cinnamon, clove, cardamom. Really fun, light summer wine. Moving on. Paso means Paso Robles. Yes, exactly. Good call. The Crusher, one of my favorite wines, guys. This is all single vineyard fruit from the Sacramento River Delta, okay? There's 2 river deltas primarily in this country. One's in New Orleans, one's in Sacramento. The vines are able to tap into that delta and they sit on a water table. They get very well hydrated, well supple. Very fruit-forward wine we have here. If you want something that'll paint your glass, paint your teeth, paint your neighbor's house when you spill it, this is definitely it. It's about 76% Petit Syrah. You have some Merlot in there to soften it up. Petit Syrah, nothing petite about it. Big in flavor, big in color, but we make it a little more approachable with the Merlot, okay? This is a no-brainer barbecue wine as well. For anybody that knows their way around a grill, for about 12 bucks or so, you can have a bottle of this and it'll be a real winner at home. Last side, B-side. This is from Napa Valley, right? The flip side of Napa Valley. Who's a music lover in here? Alright, so you might be able to recognize a tape spool. We were going to put a vinyl on there, but you know, we do tailor to a certain demographic at times. You know, there was a lot of top 10 hits that came off of an A-side of an album, right? You flip it over, and once in a while there's a top 10 hit that slides under the radar on the B-side of an album. Well, the Napa Highlands are that A-side of the growing region. Big, in-your-face, over-tannic, over-flavored, chewy, big acid wines, $60 and above, 95 points and above. This is a fraction of the price, a stone's throw down the road, the B-side of the growing region. So we tie in that musical metaphor, and what we have here is a wonderful non-cab drinker's cab. It's a little more well-rounded than that, okay? We have mocha, tobacco leaf, a little bit of espresso on there, some dried tea leaf, without sacrificing your essential Bordeaux, Cassis, and black cherry, okay? So this is a real winner here too, guys, and this is our anchor. A perennial 90-point wine. Our first 3 vintages were 91, 89, and 92. For under 20 bucks, hard to beat for Napa Valley juice. That's my dog and pony.
And it's rated.
And it's rated 92 points, yes. So
wow.
For anybody who wants to get into the ratings, here's your rated wine today. And that's it, and feel free to ask me any other questions while you're chomping and drinking, and come back for seconds, as I said, and thank you for having me. Very good. Oh, I'm going to just start.
Let's do this. Yeah, I do need to catch up.
He needs to catch up.
I definitely need to catch up.
Oh, and by the way, your tickets are getting validated from what I've just been told.
Yes.
So,
make sure.
How does that happen?
Yeah, if you